I'm going to talk a little bit about alcohol abuse versus alcohol dependence. If you're 21 and over, that may have happened, right? Who would raise their hand and say, you maybe drank 1 or 2 drinks more than you should have? Didn't feel so good, okay? That's more typical of what we see in terms of alcohol abuse. But it becomes a problem when it's that repeated use, when it causes problems with work, or there's some consequences that aren't very fruitful for the person, okay? And then we talk about, there's another category called dependence, where someone actually will have withdrawal symptoms, where, again, all those negative consequences happen, but there's also the physical withdrawal.
You're seeing somebody at a party who's had too much to drink. It's very difficult to take their keys or to make sure that they don't drive, or if you go out with friends and people are drinking underage. You know, I think it's such a difficult thing to stop somebody from drinking or tell them that they had too much. People tell you to do that, but that's not easy to do with kids or adults and family members. We have the internet now, so expungement doesn't do you any good. You know, the Ottawa Herald puts your name in the paper, and it's going to be in cyberspace forever. So when you're going 15 years from now on a job interview, if you're coming to interview with me, I'm going to Google you.
So they were 19 years old and they got underage consumption.
You have something that you had a conviction for.
Right.
I tell students to go ahead and if it's a misdemeanor that's alcohol or drug related, you can have your record expunged, is what it's called. It's erasing your record, so if someone did a background check and the public record would come up, there would be nothing there. And the statute authorizes you to lie. So on a job application, if you have had it expunged, it says that you can say, the question is usually, have you ever been convicted of a drug or alcohol-related offense? And if you've had it expunged, you can say, no, I've never been convicted of an alcohol or drug-related offense.
One moment in life that can destroy your dreams and hopes and destroy families and destroy other people's dreams and hopes. You just can't drink and drive. You probably shouldn't even be drinking and walking too far. I once had a friend who was pretty intoxicated and thought he wouldn't drive, so he just walked, and he was walking along the sidewalk and veered right off the sidewalk and almost got hit by a car because he was too drunk to be walking. So really, if you're gonna drink, sit still or get someone else to haul you somewhere.
The only traffic is the pickup truck, and he's at a dead stop, people. Dead stop. And he just decides at the last second, right before we get past him, that he needs to make that turn to beat us. And he made the turn. And he beat us. Unfortunately, the last thing I remember of my baby brother is this image in my brain that will never go away. And I get off the bike and I run back as fast as I can, and I think to myself, he's going to be so mad. He is going to be so mad at this guy. And of course that's not what happened. The man who killed him, that had to beat him, that was so drunk, he couldn't figure out, he couldn't time that distance. He was over the legal limit by 0.04. Guys, it's not drunk driving, it's buzz driving. It's not a matter of I'm so trashed I can't walk and I'm getting behind the wheel. It's a matter of I feel all right, but am I going to be able to make those decisions? And is a wrong decision going to be the decision that not only changes my life forever, but changes the life of an insurmountable, uncountable amount of people who have to live every single day of the rest of their lives without their best friend, without their son, without their daughter, their niece, their nephew. Are you going to make me call? Are you going to make somebody like me make that phone call and say, Dad, Aaron is dead? Don't do it, guys. It's not worth it.